Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history. This is The Dynamic, Sean's View Entertainment, right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with an explosive backstage update as it concerns the WWE's plans for Survivor Series, a major main event for TLC. What is the WWE plans for John Cena and Brock Lesnar? Ladies and gentlemen, major details, more details I should say, coming out of a recent creative team that I alluded to in a video before this. According to DWN, more details are coming out of a recent creative meeting with Vince McMahon. The main topic of discussion was what they do with Lesnar between now and WrestleMania season. Vince has been going back and forth on whether or not to do John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at Hell in a Cell or keep them apart and end the feud at TLC. There was also an idea pitched where they would do John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series and then Cena versus Lesnar versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat match at TLC, which would have the WWE Championship and the Money in the Bank briefcase hanging in a balance, hanging above the ring. No word yet on how that idea went over. It said that nothing solid was decided on at the meeting, and a source wondered if next week's Raw would be another train wreck packed with late changes like I alluded to in the video before this, but this was just the latest developments on that creative meeting. More details were coming in because I stay up to date. I keep my subscribers in the loop on the latest news, rumors, and headlines. And if there's any last-minute changes or developments, I am here to bring it to you because that's who and what I am, and that's what I believe in. So you got TLC, you got Survivor Series. At least it seems as if the WWE has a plan as it concerns the main event. But what about your mid-carders? What about establishing them? What about, shuffling the roster a little bit and, trying to shake things up as it concerns Randy Orton and John Cena? I know the WWE right now is in a tough spot with a lot of superstars injured, but this also brings, the point of having new superstars come up, superstars that wouldn't necessarily get a chance to shine on Raw or SmackDown, put them on pay-per-view. What about Dean Ambrose? Where does he fit into this whole equation? I don't see nothing about Dean Ambrose in here. Why isn't Dean Ambrose featured in a triple threat match? Why does Seth Rollins have to be in the equation? Why is John Cena in that spot? Like I said, there still needs to be some things worked out. Some things are still not as clear as we would like them to be. The WWE needs to work on a lot of damn things before we, the fans, get excited or amped or happy about the product once again. Now, Survivor Series, I mean, that's the WWE's bread and butter, or I should say at one point it was. I mean, that pay-per-view was looked at as a turning point. It was looked at as one of those pay-per-views where you had to tune in because, the WWE had a strategy behind Survivor Series. It was mostly elimination matches. That was what the WWE built Survivor Series on, and that was the daily tradition. But the WWE has kind of went away from tradition. And then of course you have TLC, which a lot of these pay-per-views has lost its muster. It's lost. That prestige, it's lost that feeling because the WWE has just booked things incorrectly. They've went about it the wrong way. They've went in another direction. And I mean, I myself am getting sick and tired of myself sounding like a broken record coming out here and saying how the WWE's out of touch, how they need to change, how they're writing shows on the fly, booking on the fly. I just a lot of things going on. And what would be the sense in having Seth Rollins in the match when he's already got the Money in the Bank briefcase? Oh, well, we're going to put the Money in the Bank, we're going to suspend it above the ring in a ladder match. Well, I guess, imagine if John Cena wins the Money in the Bank or grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase and Brock Lesnar grabs the title and Seth Rollins is left without nothing. It's almost as if the WWE doesn't know what to do with Seth Rollins. They don't know how he's going to cash in. They don't know who he's going to cash in against. It seems like there's no concrete plan for Seth Rollins. It's almost as if Seth Rollins shouldn't have won the Money in the Bank briefcase to begin with, but the WWE, once again, is putting themselves in a corner where they just don't know how to get out of it, and they don't know the right way to go about it. So, your comments, your opinions, with Survivor Series and TLC, maybe it's looking a little bit better than what we got at the last pay-per-view. Maybe it's looking even better than SummerSlam. Maybe it's going to look a hell of a lot better than WrestleMania. But although, judging by what we've seen in the WWE lately, I don't know. Your comments, your opinions, subscribe.